and gentlemen, boys and girls, X-Wing players, anyone who is potentially interested in Star Wars games, welcome to our channel. This is a channel that is dedicated to the games inside the Star Wars universe. If you are new to X-Wing, then this channel has stuff for you to watch. If you are getting back into 2.5, then this is still the place to be. If you are not aware, the game has just come out of print. If you are wanting to fly casual, you can learn things here. This week, X-Wing and Armada players received some very disappointing information that our games are no longer going to be in development, and that when the product runs out, it is gone. Although this is a debilitating blow, very much like a hull breach, we cannot say that we did not see the clues leading to the writing on the wall. The signs were there when we received no communications regarding any new products or models. The signs were there when Asmodee cleared out their stock of product on their website. Some of us remained hopeful that perhaps another studio or publisher or developer would pick up the game and continue its legacy. However, we now see that is not the case. With that, we can begin the next chapter for our community. We have multiple paths available before us. Some of them lead us to fear, anger, hatred. Others that will lead us to a newfound freedom. While we can point the finger at certain companies for their mishandling of our games, we can also acknowledge that we are no longer constrained by that same company. I'm not here to play the blame game. I'm here to tell you that we can continue to play the game despite their decision to discontinue it. Upon hearing the announcement, I was not in fact pleased. I was not entirely shocked, but I was definitely not pleased. However, as I wrote this script, I came to recognize that as a casual and sometimes competitive player, that I am no longer bound to pursue the meta or build lists to stop the meta. Now, I have the freedom to build lists of ships that I simply want to fly. I don't have to worry about building standard lists. If I want to pull out or break out one of my extended ships, I can do that without worrying about wasting time preparing for a competition. And honestly, that is all that is really going to be taken away from us maybe after March of 2025. They can't take away our casual games, our community, our podcasts and channels, our memories, and the friends we made along the way. If we're going to talk about fault, then some of the fault also lies within us, because we complained about certain aspects of 1.0 cards being too OP, TLT, Tawny Mind Link, Harpoon missiles, and probably so much more. And then we complained about how 2.0 didn't fix any of those problems from 1.0. And then we complained about how 2.5 ruined the game. Some pilots quit playing. Some pilots did come back, but some pilots still stayed and continued to play 2.0 with their friends, and that was fine. They just weren't able to compete in competition. All the while this was happening, I was enjoying the challenge and the strategy of the game itself. I was enjoying out-of-the-box thinking and coming up with the creativity, or watching other pilots come up with some very creative solutions to making their lists meta or stopping the meta. It was fun, and that's not going away. My friends and I, if we want to get together and play a game, all we need to do is agree upon the framework. If you want to play 1.0, I'm certain you can find the rules for it. If you want to play 2.0, I'm certain you can find the rules for it. If you just want to continue to play 2.5, then pull out your mats, pull out your tokens, pull out your ships, and get ready to say pew pew. Now, some people may think that I'm crazy for doing this, but the channel is going to continue with X-Wing content for just a little while longer. And you may be asking, well, then what's next? So for the community, we have been promised competitions until March of 2025. If that is your thing, you still have competitions. But we still will always have casual play. We know that the product is limited with no reprints as of this time. I am certain that we will see people selling their collections on the secondhand market. I don't know if there will ever be point updates, but I am certain that in some corner of the internet, there has to be some place where there are previous points. And if you know where they are, go ahead and drop them as a comment on this video. As soon as you have those previous points, then you can adopt for whatever version of the game that you want to play. If you want to play 1.0, go right ahead. 2.0, go right ahead. If you want to play 2.5, go right ahead. Because we will continue with whatever we want to play without the constraints of the company from now on. As for the channel, we will continue with our 2 recent companion series for our 2 video releases per week. If time and other people's schedules allow for us, you may see us do a Saturday feature in the future with any of the battle scenarios or epic gameplay. You could see us with Battle of Yavin again, Siege of Coruscant, or Battle over Endor. So the 2 series that we will continue with, we are still going to continue with Starfighter Orientation, where we will introduce ships to players that may still be curious about the ship and the game. And as you can see right here, most of the stuff that we have in there is very useful information. And then we will still make recommendations on how to incorporate those ships into a list for 2.5. Now, you may be asking, how long are we going to continue featuring this kind of content? I will be transparent and state that moving forward, the channel's focus will shift to other games within the Star Wars universe. While we still see interest in our X-Wing series of the Starfighter Orientation and Form Up, we will continue to create that content. If we see a decline, then we will dial back that content at some point in time. We may still create it, but it may not be one of our regular features. We will resume our schedule. So X-Wing, we're still going to be doing Mondays and Wednesdays until July 31st. We will resume our unlimited schedule of Theorycraft Thursdays, Friday Night Fights, Sunday Seconds, and sometimes Tiebreaker Tuesdays. We will continue those series after the release of Shadows of the Galaxy. We are getting prepared for all the content that is going to come out of that. So as we're getting prepared for it, that requires our time to do the research and get you the right information. So that being said, when will the new games? Well, new games will come soon. You may see us venture into Shatterpoints. I know that I've mentioned other games as well, and sometimes we will go back in time and pull out a game that is still out there, but hasn't been introduced to our channel. So when are these new games going to come? They will come soon. While you are waiting, just keep on coming back. Same BatMando time, same BatMando channel. If we have helped you out, then please help us out. Click like on the videos that you like. The more likes that we see on the videos, the more we know to create more of that content. Please make certain to subscribe to our future transmissions, and as we venture into other expansions, feel free to get other friends to subscribe as well. We will always still continue to give the resources that we have for all the games. So we will be still putting in the resources for X-Wing when we do an X-Wing video. And then, of course, we'll put in the resources for Star Wars Unlimited. And as we expand into other things, if there are other resources for that game, you'll see us put it into every video description of every video that we post. I want to say thank you for listening to me ramble for a little bit. I find it ironic that today on the video release, that this is the 11th month of the channel's debut. And we're already shifting to other focuses because the game is not dead, but it is not going to be in development. We will still continue to show you the X-Wing content as long as people are watching it. I very much love this game. It has brought many memories, and I have met so many more people and been able to develop so many more friends because of it. That being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this channel. We hope that as we shift focus from one thing to another, that we do not lose you as a subscriber, but I understand. So we hope that we are at least providing some good entertainment when it comes to some of the other games that we have. And plus, if you still want X-Wing content, keep on watching the videos when we bring out Starfighter Orientation or when we bring out Form Up. That lets us know that we need to continue making those videos of those ships. Ideally, we would like to do every single one of the ships that was ever released. However, I don't know if you as an audience want to see that. So you're going to have to tell us. And the way you can tell us is by dropping us comments below. You can also follow us on Instagram. You can friend me on Facebook. I haven't said no to anybody yet. So feel free to drop us a comment. And credits to SlidesGo, Flat Icon, and Free Pick for their use of media in our presentation. And as always, BatMando out.